In this video, I'm going to cover the iTracker 360 URL Builder. You can access it by going to the sidebar. In the URL Builder, there's 5 different fields that you can set. This is the GA source, the GA medium, GA term, GA campaign, GA content. And then you can override the lead source, and that's optional though. We keep a history of all the URLs that you build, but more importantly, what I want to talk about is why you should be using the URL Builder. So I'm going to show you what Groupon does with their email advertising. So I'm going to jump into my Gmail account, pull up a Groupon email, and just click on any link. So when I click on the link, this is the URL that it takes me to up here. So I'm going to just inspect this URL in a text editor. So what I'll do is just take the parameters and kind of put them on each line so that it's a little easier to read. But in this URL, what you have is and I'm just kind of cleaning this up for you, taking out the stuff that I'm not sure what's there, but they have a UTM source, UTM medium, and UTM campaign. And so the way that Groupon identifies this link click is by setting a source, medium, and then campaign. And the campaign looks like it's a pretty cryptic identifier back to that link. So now, if I actually purchased this Groupon, they would know that, oh, this guy came through the email link. The medium was email, and it was for PC VFE, which I'm not sure what that means, but they know what that means, on their side. And then the campaign, they must run so many different campaigns, they just give it a unique identifier. So that's Groupon. So let me show you what that would look like in Google AdWords. So if I search for cheap airline tickets, and so that's the keyword that I search for. If I click on cheapoair.com, which is an advertisement that popped up, I can grab the URL here and we can inspect it as well. So let me do the same thing, and this was the Groupon URL up here. And here is the Cheapo Air URL. So the source they set to Google, medium is cost per click. The campaign was premium generic. The term was cheap airline tickets, and that's the keyword that triggered that ad. That's the one that I searched for. And the way they were able to grab that keyword is by using an insertion tag. And the insertion tags, I have a reference for them. So if you go to like the Google AdWords display network, or the content network, there's these insertion tags for reference that work on Google AdWords, and I'll cover insertion tags in another video. So these other parameters, I'm not sure, but there's the source, medium, campaign, term, and the content, which is V3. I guess this is the 3rd version of the ad that they've created. So let's jump over to Facebook and then see what a Facebook advertisement would look like. So here's a social triggers ad, and if I click on this link, they actually set a UTM source. Now they didn't set the UTM campaign or medium. I would not recommend that, but that's what they did. Let's find another one here. Let's see, where is another advertisement? Okay, here is Hootsuite, which is a sponsored ad. So if I click on this link, that actually redirected me to UTM. Well, here's the URL, so I'll just grab it and put it into my editor here, and then we'll just do that. And so here's the source is Facebook. The medium was paid social, and this %20, that's actually a URL encoded string, which is a space. That's really what that is. We'll get into URL encoding and decoding in a different video. And then this MKWID, this is an ID that they're using, and I'm not sure what it's for. But here's the source, medium, and campaign. So the campaign is pro-click Facebook test. If you go back to the ad, I guess it's try it for free for 30 days, and I don't know what the test means, but maybe it's, they're testing this campaign versus another one. I'm not sure. So what I've shown you is the way that Groupon does their advertising with email, cheapoair.com, how they do Google AdWords with an insertion tag, how Hootsuite does their marketing clicks, and they do they set the source medium campaign. Now what they do also is something kind of interesting. If you actually copy the link address, when you click on it, it's actually pointing to this link. So it's going to hootsuite.com/C ProClick Facebook test, and then it's passing an ID. And so this link actually rewrites it into this link that sets the UTM parameters. Now they're doing this because at any point in time they can actually change the destination URL on a whim. So instead of recreating their Facebook ad, if they don't want to redirect to this page and they actually want to redirect to a different page, they could easily do that since they have control of this URL redirection. And I'll cover something like this, dynamic destination rewriting, how to change your URLs without actually recreating your Facebook ads. I've actually written something for that, and I'll give it to you out for free, but there's that's a whole nother topic. So if you're using Facebook or email advertisements or different banner ads or promoted posts or Twitter posts, whatever you're doing, you probably should at least know why you would set the UTM parameters and how you can use this data and how you can get it into your Infusionsoft account. Of course, iTracker takes this data and puts it into your account. That's the whole basis of iTracker. But this URL builder is extremely important to know about, and you should be using this with your business. This is what all the big marketing guys, they all do this. I mean, not everybody uses the UTM parameters, but I guarantee you most of the big companies or companies that really have it together with their marketing, they're doing this right now. So maybe you'll start noticing this more, and maybe you won't, but you should definitely check the URL builder and watch my other videos on the insertion tags and how to set these parameters and best practices and things like that. So I hope you enjoy this series. Thanks.